Hello everybody, I am that Warlock Boy, and welcome today to Bodega Cervantes, which is a map on World War II zombies where we will be doing a 2-box challenge. If I remember correctly, it's been a while since I've played this map, but I'm pretty sure the box is down here. There's also those guys there. I think... Oh, you know what? I'm wrong. The box is somewhere upstairs. Maybe. Isn't it? Is it up here? I think it's... Yeah, it's over here. So I do have one mystery box key, so I'm gonna go ahead and use that real quick. The Etra Burst. Alright. So this is one of those challenges where I do allow the consumables because, it lets me spin the box immediately because it's right there. It's usually 1,000 points, but it let me get a 500 point discount, which I think is fair. It's not like I'm getting a million things. So we got the Etra Burst for our first of 2 weapons. We're gonna see how far I can go. I'm also gonna try and remember how to do pack punch. Is it you guys? It's these things. I know there's one there. I know there's one back here, and that's the one that's green, so this is the one I'm gonna fill. So if you don't know, this is one of the survival maps that are a part of the Tortured Path DLC from this game's life cycle. Not many people liked the Tortured Path. The only way to play these survival maps in a public match is to actually complete Tortured Path, but they did make it accessible to anybody through solo play or custom games, which is good. Because let's not go down immediately. Because frankly, who actually wants to play the Tortured Path? It wasn't a great game mode. 10 waves of Pray and Hope. I'm not a fan. But here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and take my second box of the spin. Yeah, box of the spin, that's the word. Where I get Jack in the Box. And as with any 2-box challenge, at least that I play, the getting equipment does not count towards my spin, because that just makes it unnecessarily difficult. Because the whole point is for ammo management, not for pure suffering. There's a little bit of that involved, don't get me wrong, but we are here to see if I can survive with the box. So give me something I can use. The Reich Revolver. Awesome. Really lovely. And I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, so there are 3 thingamabobs around the map. Of those, like, batteries. And those batteries need to be charged in order to unlock Pack-a-Punch. There's one there, there's one down here, which just activated, and there's one over close to where I bought the armor from. In order to unlock Pack-a-Punch on this map, as well as the other two survival maps from Tortured Path, you have to get... Oh boy. You have to get kills near these batteries, and when you do so, it charges them up, and once you've done all three, then, and only then, are you allowed to Pack-a-Punch. Apparently I'm gonna be progressing a challenge. Also, I'm super glad that I've already done some damage to my armor. I thought there would be a dedicated pest round before I got those, but whatever. Alright, where I think our double tap equivalent is over back there. This is where our third and final it's where our third and final Pack-a-Punch battery is gonna be. Which, if I remember correctly, it unlocks at round 10. So we got a little bit of ways to go. I'm gonna see what I can get to. That's rank 45, which is actually the max rank in this game mode. World War II Zombies before Prestige, so probably be doing that after this game too. Go ahead and grab Speed Cola. I know it's not Speed Cola, but I'm gonna call it by my Treyarch names because it's Treyarch. I'm not a fan of this revolver. Maybe it'll have a good Pack-a-Punch ability, but I'm not hopeful. Or, I'm not gonna get my hopes up for that. But I gotta use it. For that is the challenge. I am gonna use Frontline. I don't know I don't actually know what it does, to be totally honest. I think maybe it, like, lets me do more damage, maybe? But I got points, so now I'm gonna go ahead and grab our stamina up equivalent. Round 8, and I'm already perked up, and I just need one more battery to get Pack-a-Punch. So, we got some things to talk about. The zombies community has been absolutely split with Liberty Falls ever since that reveal at COD Next. And I'll admit, that map does not look perfect by any means. But it also doesn't look like a bad map. People have been saying that it doesn't look like a zombies map. And when prompted for specific, details, when asked to elaborate, a lot of the complaints that I've been seeing have been, oh, it's daytime. Well, to that I say, Verrucht, technically daytime. Shino Numa, technically daytime. Kino, daytime. Let's not... I might have just... How did I get out of that? Carrying on. Call of the Dead, daytime, I'm pretty sure. It's been a while since I actually played that one, to be honest, so it might be night, but... No, it is day. So that one. Shang, daylight. Then we get into Black Ops 2. D. Die Rise. That's in daytime. That's a big boy. So I'm gonna pause for the moment. Oh, also the moon, starting room, but, I mean, that's also only a small portion of the room. It's only where, Pack-a-Punch is, so I understand that one a little bit.
Oh, fucking hell!
Yeah, agreed, Drostin. Black Ops 2, we had that. Buried is kind of daylight, but again, that's a whole other story with it being mostly underground. Pack-a-Punch is unlocked, so I'm gonna go ahead and spend my points real quick. Black Ops 3 had... What did it have? Gorod Krovi was daylight. Oh god, it's still...
Finally, a weapon fit for my reputation.
Black Ops 4, we had a bunch. We had 9. We had... Okay, I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting this pistol being Pack-a-Punch to be, like, really good, but it is. But we also had the likes of... Not classified. I'm blanking on the DLC names. I know Tog der Toten. Alpha Omega was one. Then we had... And that's just up to Black Ops 4. I know people weren't a huge fan of Cold War, but we did have D-Machine. That's daylight. And frankly, it was a good map. It was also an expansion of Noct. So, what's the problem? The second big complaint that I've seen is zip lines. Why are we... Like, they're complaining that we're using zip lines to traverse. Well, newsflash, Shino Numa had zip lines. Well, a zip line. It's not quite the same, but it was there. Call of the Dead and Tog der Toten, because that was like one of the biggest ways to get around, and people loved it. And we had zipline. We had a zipline in Zetsubo no Shima, and it was built into the Easter egg. Like, that's another feature that has been in several maps that people have liked. So why is it a problem now? It was also in Mauerdertoten and Forsaken, and between those two maps, I'm pretty sure people did prefer Mauer from Cold War, but still, it was enjoyed. And there was another complaint that I'm just totally blanking on. To be fair, I saw these like 2 weeks ago, because I did have the whole like a 3-week break that I didn't upload, and it's just because I had 1 week that I was super busy, and then basically 2 that I was sick. It was not a fun time. I honestly don't remember what I talked about in my Gerard Crovey melee only video, because that was recorded before that break, and I just did not have the time or energy to edit the video to get it uploaded. But enough about that. We have 1 more month until Black Ops 6 release, and I will be doing a challenge video. Well, I will be doing not only challenge videos on it, but of course I need my first time playthrough to be on there, because otherwise what's the point of having that be a thing that I did in Advanced Warfare and Infinite Warfare. So I'll have my first experiences of those 2 maps posted probably the first weekend, to be totally honest, because I do intend to do that. I do intend to at least play that much, and I'll probably post my first completion of the Easter eggs, just because I feel like that'll be a very easy way for me to remember the steps, because I can post it on my own. I know that Mr. Awful Waffles is gonna have his guide posted and all, but sometimes it's just easier if I put it into words that I can understand for myself. He does a great job with his no-nonsense guides, don't get me wrong, but sometimes he rambles a little bit, if I'm honest. Which is nothing against him, it's just trying to save myself time. But we have Gobblegums returning. We have round-based, of course. We've got a set crew on Terminus. Oh, that's what the other thing was. People were complaining about there not being a set crew, and to that I say, well, those people, I thought I was about to go down there. To that I say, most of those people complaining are forgetting that are either forgetting or just aren't aware that Terminus is a set crew. But if I remember correctly, you also have the option to play as an operator if you so choose. It's not forced anymore. Which again is only a good thing. You can have the story moments if you want them. I personally do, so I'll be using those. But if you want to play as those super crazy skins that you paid for, you can, which is only good. Now, my only concern with Black Ops 6 right now is that I'm worried that if they don't get this right, that too much of the community is gonna say that zombies is never gonna be able to come back. Because, frankly, yeah, Cold War was way easier than anything prior. But I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. We don't have to have every single game ever be super hard. It's one thing if it's literally the shtick of your gaming franchise. Looking at you, Dark Souls. But for me, playing zombies, I just want it to be a nice, chill time. Except when I'm doing challenges. I want to be able to sit back, kill some zombies, and just forget about the annoyances I've had during my day. So, I don't care if it's a little bit easy. That means I can turn my brain off. From the sounds of it, they think that Terminus should be challenging, and that High Rounds should be more challenging than Cold War was. So, we'll see how that goes. I doubt I doubt it'll be any more than probably like Black Ops 1 or 2 levels of difficulty. And I mean like early, like Call of the Dead Easter egg, because I know that one was a pretty simple one. Ow! But as we go through this, I'm probably going to end this video off at round 20, because I've been rambling. And I'm obviously going to be able to last a pretty decent bit now from this point, because I'm not running out of ammo nearly as fast as I expected to. So, guys, if you've been enjoying this, enjoying the challenge, enjoying the ramble, leave a like, subscribe if you want to see some more zombies content, or if you want to just vibe with some other games, because I am looking forward to the Dragon Ball Sparking Zero game coming out. Budokai Tenkaichi 3 came out 16 years ago, almost 17? 16 or 17 years ago. And I have played the absolute hell out of that game, along with some of my friends. And there's just a lot of memories tied to it. And from all the gameplay I've been seeing about that, it's been fantastic. I am so hyped for it. I took the week off so that I could play it, and that's another one that I'm thinking I might post some videos on. So I'm at least gonna post my experience through the campaign. Yeah, campaign. The episode battle. But I also but I also probably will eventually post some like online battles every so often, and I'd be happy to also play along with some viewers if they want to, because it was fun and I want to play it. And if you don't like that I want to play it, sucks to be you, I guess. I can do what I want. I'm not in this for money. I'm just in this to share out the game time. But October 8th, 2 weeks, and we will be able to play that. I'm gonna be having it on Steam. There isn't crossplay on it, at least at this point, so that's a little bit unfortunate, but I don't think I'm gonna be too worried about it. I bought it on PC because I want to make sure I have access to mods later on down the line. But that's a conversation for another day. If you guys have liked, or if you guys have enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe for some more content from me. I have been that Warlock Boy, signing off.